Well, we have two teams tonight, Steve, that love to take their time working it up court. When you played, which were the best teams at grinding it out in slower games?
You know, I think the Chicago Bulls, that triangle offense, I mean, they ran on fast break on their defense, but on the offensive end, they wanted to wear you down with that triangle offense. And the teams that had dominant post players, they would get it down to them, make you double team, the ball would move around. And that was pretty much Shaq teams and Akeem Olajuwon teams, guys who had dominant centers.
And now Washington's starting group. Payton is out there with Isaiah Thomas. And there's Ian Mahinmi. And there's Bradley Beal. And it's Bonga in at the power forward. And for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Bam Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. Here's Adebayo. Butler in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they double up Butler. Miami needs to get a shot off. None. That's good.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Beal fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Butler. Misses off the left iron. To the inside, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Pass to Nunn. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Butler in the corner. Back to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nunn. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Nunn's got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Payton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Got a piece of it. Shot on the wing. None. That's good. He's got 8.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Payton against Butler. And stolen by Butler.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Heat now. Pass to Nunn. And here's Leonard. Kicks it to Robinson. Outside Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Washington.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And the basket by Thomas.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Butler. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Down low, here's Leonard. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Last time they met was in Washington.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
Now, here's Mahinmi following the shot by Myers Leonard. Adebayo against Mahinmi. Off target at the rim. Right side Robinson. The pass to Nunn. Knocked away. Stolen by Thomas. And that one drops for him. Thomas got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Nunn. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Robinson. Lets a floater go. It's deflected. Inside, Bonga, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player. And a moment to see numbers for Beal. 6th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Here's Nunn. He's got 8. With some arc. Rebound by Mahinmi. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 3-point lead.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Second, Jimmy Butler.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a 2-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
It just illustrates the level of effort that the guys on that list play with every night. They're willing to do all the things to help their teams win, and rebounding is a big part of it.
On defense, Washington. It's a 5-point game. Here's Nunn.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Miami no good on that time either. And Beal kicks to Thomas. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the paint. Can they get it? And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Smitty, as we know, there's talk of playing more regular season games overseas. Good idea, or is the season hard enough as it is?
I like the balance where it is right now, Kevin. A few games you get a chance to go overseas, during the season or preseason, but just add more travel. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Here's Beal. A 29-point game for him in the win against Detroit. Passes to Thomas. Poke loose. Pass to Bonga. 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now, here's Adebayo. He had 16 points in the win against Sacramento.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
And here we go, the Wizards' fast break. Bonga, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall. Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
The free throw drops for Butler. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Jones checked in for Butler. And a switcher also for Washington. Brown is checked in for Bradley Beal. Dragic the pass to Hero. And a miss there on the triple. Washington leading now by 4. Here's McCray. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Pass to Bryant. Over in the corner, Brown. And Jones sends it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Miami making a change here. Olynyk checked in. Miami's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Hero. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
He's off on the first. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
He hits the second from the line.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's Bertans for 3. The shot will not fall. Now the Heat take it the other way. You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
4 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's McCray, defended by Jones. Smith against Dragic. Here's Bertans. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Here's Hero. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. Drops in the layup for two.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Smith outside. Brown outside. Outside Bryant. The pass to McCray. Ball's knocked loose from deep three-point range. It doesn't go for him. And it's Miami the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Here's Smith. The Heat getting the bucket. Three-pointer. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Dragic the pass to Hero. Outside, Jones. Here's Hero. From deep. That shot misses. Wizards leading by 4. Brown outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Take a look at the Heat. They're sitting pretty, second place and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, the Wizards just way behind.
And right now for Miami, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
Good work there as it goes.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's McCray. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Hero passes to Dragic. He lobs it up.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olynyk has retained that vision.
Pass to McCray. Now Bryant. Shoots over Olynyk. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Dragic. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Sacramento. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Heat shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And the technical free throw is good. Seven seconds left to play in the first.
And yeah, he's undersized, Smith, but boy, he plays hard on defense.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Wizards out front, up by 1. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. One of the most dangerous scorers in the game, Bradley Beal spoke about the trust Coach Scott Brooks has in him and his teammates.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young, so, he tries to think he's still hip. He keeps up with us a little bit, but he grants us a lot of freedom. He allows us freedom on both ends of the floor to be leaders.
Ellen Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Wizards 5 right now. Travis Berton's out there with Bryant. And it's Smith. Then there's McRae. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. For Miami, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. First one falls for him. Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised with how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting a 3-ball, because there are some teams and there's some players, I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot it at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
Now, here is Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Bryant. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And that's a good pass by Ish Smith. When he's in there, he does a great job of steering the drink for this offense.
Dragic against Smith. Knocked loose. Here's Olynyk. Pass to Silva. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there, probably until the 3rd quarter.
Beal's checked in for Brown. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Beal against Butler, and they double up Butler. Shoots over Beal. Butler, no good. Wizards leading by 3 and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Beal. Miami with the ball. They trail by 6. Stolen away. Here we go, 1-on-1. And Butler sends it back.
On the prowl, Butler with the block shot.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside for Thomas. Offensive rebound. Pass to Beal. They double team Beal. Second shot opportunity. That's good on the jump shot. Beal's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Nunn. 8 points for him. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Nunn, drilled from 11 feet out. Nunn's got 10 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Heat trail by 9. Washington with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And you know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Their mindset was really to get to the stripe, and they accomplished just that.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards. Butler passes to Nunn. Five on the clock. And that's a foul called on Jordan McRae. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And there's the pass to Nunn. 5 to shoot. Down low. Johnson finds Butler. Knocks it loose from deep three-point range. Isaiah Thomas grabs the miss.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Now, here's Butler. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Beal from long range. Tries again. The shot off that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. Now Robinson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
The Heat have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw missing. Well, Steve, it doesn't matter how they do it, but there are some players, as you know, that can get into another player's head. I guess like a Dennis Rodman, but there are a lot of them now that play and use that tactic.
Yeah, Draymond Green, Kevin, Patrick Beverly, Chris Paul, I think is one of those guys. P.J. Tucker, he doesn't really talk, but he has a lot of antics. There's a lot of guys that like to get in your head. Also, Joel Embiid is one. He does it extremely well.
Beal drives in, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Beal's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards. The Heat have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Nunn. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Wizards leading by 9. Payton outside. Thomas gets a wide open look and too long on the shot.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Thomas is running. It's good. Thomas got 8 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Poked away. Beal with the steal. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Thomas following the score by Miami. Beal can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Passes it to Nunn. Outside Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Count the basket. Leonard's got it back down to within single digits for the Heat.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Here's Bonga. He's covered by Leonard. Pass to Bonga. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Payton. He's putting up 6 points tonight, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
For Miami, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. The first one falls. He's off on the second. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Wizards. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Here's Nunn. 14 points for him. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Adebayo.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Payton. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Brown is checked in for the Wizards. And so it's Washington with it. Mahinmi passes to Payton. Banked in off the glass. Payton's got his first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
That's tipped. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. No good there. Some solid defense from Butler. The Heat trail by 8. Outside Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Adebayo's got 7 now in this quarter.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Goran leading by example.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Now here is Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Bryant passes to Beal. And good that time. And the Wizards lead by 8.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Dragic, and he gets it to go. Dragic has got his first points of the night. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Just 4 to shoot. Bertans can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 6. Back to Dragic. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Bertans. Here's Brown, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Jones against Beal. Outside Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Dragic has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, the defense was physical on that play, but Dragic has added strength over the years and able to complete the bucket.
Here's Beal. Dragic with some nice D.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Adebayo. So it's the Wizards now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. For 3, Smith. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And this is the shot Smith's been working on. Hard to get time in the backcourt these days if you can't hit it from range.
Dragic against Beal. Baseline J on the way. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Dragic.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Hero passes to Dragic. Here's Hero. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Poke loose. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now, here is Smith. 9-point game his last outing. Dishes it to Bryant. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night. Dragic with it. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Washington Wizards in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Bradley, a strong first half for you and the team. It looked like you guys really were ready to play. Was that something Coach emphasized?
Yeah, most definitely.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Bradley Beal, putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
Give it up for Bradley Beal. He's been awesome. Physical tool, 6'5", good athlete, terrific touch on the jumper. Scary thing, he's only getting better.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
They've got Adebayo. Myers Leonard is out there with Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's none in at the 1. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
Beal, the pass to Thomas. And it's sent back by Leonard. And he's able to get it back. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Miami. 6-point game. The pass to Bonga. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
He's a terror in the open court. Butler can beat you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
Thomas passes to Beal. Thomas dishes to Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
The offensive rebound. Here's Bonga. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting 3.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the 3. Work on your game and what's best for you.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Thomas. Stolen by Thomas. Unable to get that one. And the Heat going the other way now. Left side, Butler. Fires for 3. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Miami, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Adebayo. Good on both. Wizards leading by 7. Thomas passes to Bonga. Leonard against Payton. Bonga. That shot off. Some solid defense from Butler. Robinson against Beal. Robinson dishes to Leonard. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the inside. Ball's knocked loose. And they're on the break. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Robinson's got his first points in this one. Outside Thomas. Outside Beal. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Bonga. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 5 assists tonight. The Heat trail by 6. And here is Butler. 5 points in the game. And again, the turnover by the Wizards. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Adebayo.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Leonard, the pass to Robinson. Plays it up and banks it in. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Knocks it loose. He's all alone. Here's none. And it's good for 2. And now just a 2-point Wizards lead. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Beal. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The quickness of Jimmy Butler is the reason why he got that bucket.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
What I like about Jimmy Butler, he excels on both ends of the floor.
James Johnson's checked in for Miami. And so Butler nails both of them. Washington has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Thomas dishes to Mahimi. Payton outside. Mahimi against Adebayo. Clock at 6. Bonga the pass to Payton. And it's off from 3-point range.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
For Washington, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. They get it back. Mahimi, another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Johnson. The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Thomas. Nunn passes to Butler. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Here's Payton. Some solid defense from Butler.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
The feed now to Johnson. It's blocked, and they're able to recover, and they take the lead. Adebayo's got 17 now. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Bonga the pass to Thomas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talent.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size, and lately that just hasn't been the case.
No good on the free throw. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Johnson in the corner. Over Bertans. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Johnson with the block.
Sneaky shot blocker. James Johnson is not the biggest guy, but he has the reach to do it.
Traps in the tray.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Here's McCray. He has 7. Here's Bryant. He sinks the 11-footer. Bryant's got 7 points in the game. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. They lead by 1. Butler kicks to Dragic. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Beal. Thomas passes to Bryant. Thomas dishes to Beal. Back to Thomas. Pass to McCray. Nice ball movement by Washington. Bertans with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's the Heat on the break. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Thomas passes to Beal. The tray. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And the shot is good. And that's now 25 points for Beal.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Thomas against Dragic. Tipped away. Butler on the wing. For 3. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Dragic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Washington calls timeout.
Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
For the Wizards, Brown is checked in for Beal, and it's Ish Smith in for Thomas. Smith wide open, he fires. And another miss by Washington. And Smitty, as you alluded to with Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality. But that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Wizards shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
From a young age, Davis Bertans and his brother Dyrus had a basketball in their hands. Their parents were both gym teachers. So from the time they were rug rats, they were gym rats.
And Bryant kicks to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Good as the jump shot falls. Brown's got his 2nd bucket tonight. The Heat leading by 3. And for Davis Bertans, a pure shooting stroke born from a lifetime of repetition.
Almost led the league in three-point percentage last season. Sharp shooter is his role.
Here's Smith. Missed inside. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Dragic the pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. Fires from deep. And the Heat, another 3.
That was good defense, but better offense by going Dragic, shooting with a hand in his face.
Smith the pass to McRae. Back to Smith. 1:27 left to play in the 3rd. And it's Bryant missing. Miami's gotten going here in the 2nd half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Over Smith. And there's another one for the Heat.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Goes up at the stripe. That's good on the jump shot. Smith's got 5 now.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Hero passes to Silver. No good with the triple. Wizards trail by 6. Smith outside. Pass to Bryant.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the 2nd, despite being down.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that one falls for Bryant. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Adebayo. Bryant hits them both. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Dragic against Smith. It's stolen by Bertans. And here we go. Washington fast break. Smith's running. It's tipped, and he recovers it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Goran Dragic.
The change of pace element that Smith brings, he's a tricky cover, which can lead to these kinds of fouls.
The Wizards have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
No good on that one.
You know, the way he plays the game, he's always in attack. This is the one area I think he definitely has to improve on in his career. Ish Smith is knocking down free throws.
He hits the second from the line. Knocked away. Here's Dragic. No good on the last second attempt there. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Washington. On out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's McCray, and there's Bryant, and it's Smith in at the point guard position. Jones from outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. McCray has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown kicks to Smith. The Wizards working the ball around now. The pass to Bertans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that one.
The defense slow to react that time. Smith makes them pay using his quickness.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Hero. Beyond the arc. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Smith the pass to Bryant. Here's McCray. Empty that time from Leonard.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Smith kicks to Bertans. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. The shot's good from Bryant.
Huge play on the offensive glass there to get more second chance points. He's only getting more physical as this game wears on.
You know what? That was perfect timing on that possession. Huge play in the game. They needed those points right now.
Robinson's checked in for Miami. Mahimi against Jones. There's the foul. It's on Mahimi. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Jones dishes to Leonard. Bonga pulls it in. Wizards trail by 4. Here's McCray. Mahimi passes to McCray. Here's Bonga. 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Mahimi. Over Jones. The shot by Mahimi, no good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And Jones slams it in.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Got a piece of it. Down low. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. Passes it to McCray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Goran Dragic. And the first one at the line is good. The Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Heat leading by 5. Outside Robinson. Pass to Nunn. Clock at 6. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for the Wizards. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Pass to Nunn. Just 3 to shoot. Rebound by the Wizards. Mahimi's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's McCray. And he overshot that one, missing.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
The Heat making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. To the paint. Here's Bunga. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Nunn passes to Butler. The 3. But they recover it. Robinson with it. Now Beal defending. Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The physicality of Jimmy Butler poses so many issues for defenders.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Wizards trail by 6. Now Beal. Now the pass to McCray. 6 to shoot. Back to Beal. He kicks it to Thomas. Knocked loose. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Robinson passes to Nunn. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. Here's McCray, defended by Butler. Outside Robinson. Passes it to Butler. Over Thomas. No good. And it's Washington the other way.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Outside Beal. This one for three. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Nunn. Here's McCray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Thomas. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here's Butler. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Butler.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Thomas finds Beal. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. 27 points for Beal.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. Here's Adebayo. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And, Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Heat leading by 3. Here's Nunn. Outside Robinson. Outside Butler. Pass to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. From outside the arc, Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's none. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. So it's the Wizards now. They trail by 7. Beal deciding where to go with it. Stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Wizards trail by 8. Fading outside from deep. Thomas. The shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it.
And they continue to control the glass.
And it's in there.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Beal against Robinson. To stop the run. Beal can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 10. Launches a 3, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight. Washington calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Free throw good. Beal. And both free throws good for Beal. Here's none. Poke loose. Outside Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw good from Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas. The Heat leading by 9. Here's none. Washington with the rebound. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. To the left wing. Payton passes to Bonga. Back to Payton. Beal against Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Thomas. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
This is why you spend so much time devising ways to space the floor. If you can't, you don't get very far.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Here's Butler, and the layup falls. And the Heat lead by 8.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Jimmy Butler is really forcing the issue, leaving the defense no choice but to foul him.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And so Butler nails both of them.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Raiders against Thomas. Olynyk with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Butler. That one no good. Great D that time from Payton.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Raiders against Thomas. Now here's Waiters. And so it's the Heat winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball is a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.